Yo, how's it going, fam? On this lesson today, I'm going to be going over how to identify expansion moves for beginners. Understand that this is a topic that many individuals have been wanting and have been requesting, so you guys can identify where the market can potentially shift to the downside or to the upside, depending on what pair it is that you're trading. Now, what we're going to be looking at the day today is going to be gold, right? We're going to be looking for potential expansion moves so that way we can actually catch up on those and actually catch those movements, those up-falling movements. But before we get into that, again, I just want to go ahead and let you guys know that this time when you guys go ahead and like that button, gently hit that like button because I've been getting way too many complaints of YouTube that you guys have been smashing it too hard. So go ahead and do me a favor and gently hit that like button so that we can go ahead and continue with this lesson. All right. So with that said, we're looking at gold right now, and we can identify that market has done a very significant shift to the downside. Now, when the market did this shift to the downside, I want you to identify this, okay? Market moved to the downside, and it did two specific things. One of those things that I did was it broke structure, as you can identify over here, and it also broke direction. What is that? That is a second structural level. Now, this is considered as a potential expansion move. Now, that potential expansion move has started from the top, right? What does that mean from the top? That expansion move started from up over here, okay? Because that was where the market expanded and moved to the downside. So you can clearly see that market moved to the downside very heavily and very quickly, taking out our structure level and taking out direction level. So now us knowing that, we can expect the market for at least to do a retracement back up into these zones before it does any other move. Now that does not mean that it's going to respect that specific area, because market could go a little bit higher, but that is an area where you can expect for market to retrace at least to those zones. Now, understand that market also did an expansion move from up over here. You can identify what it did over here. Okay, this is another example. Market broke our structure level and also broke direction level. What does that mean? A direction level is the second level that has broken in one consistent push. As you are able to identify, market broke first level, market broke second level. Okay, now saying that it broke those two structural levels is helping us identify that market has shifted from bullish to now bearish. And you can identify how market has been wanting to come back up and retracing those areas. Now, one of the reasons why it stopped right here, okay, is a very clear reason, which is something I'll be talking about later on in the near future. It is a accumulation of price. As you're able to identify right over here, there is a accumulation of price that is being set up. Now that accumulation of price acts such as a brick for the market to stop into. And you're able to see that it stopped right around the 50% of that brick or that accumulation of price. You can see how it stopped into that zone and then dropped down. Now, while it did this whole movement right here, it went ahead and also created a schematic. It created a accumulation schematic right over here, which you're able to identify because market had created liquidity, taking that liquidity out, and then created that movement to the upside. Now, I want you guys to identify where the market is right now. The market is currently tapping into this potential expansion move. So I will be looking very closely into this zone and see if I can identify any price action. If I'm able to identify any bearish price action, such as potential bullish bearish Maribozus, evening stars, tweezer tops, you can also see a potential shooting star. Any of this bearish price action can lead us for a potential move to the downside. Now, if market does start shifting to the downside, expect for market to at least come down and take out these equal lows. Therefore, that is a potential movement from there all the way down. That could be moving for at least 97 to 100 pips. Okay, so those are things that you want to take in consideration when it comes to this specific pair. You want to go ahead and identify these expansion moves once it breaks first structure level and second directional level. So let me know if I deserve that thumbs up. If you want to go ahead and see over something else differently, go ahead and put that down in the description below, and I'll gladly go over that. So with that said, guys, thank you guys for jumping on today's lesson. I'll see you guys next time.